MasterBoris is back with a new video. What's good in the hood? Chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on them combos. Today, another reaction video. Shout out to River TV. Title of this video is Brittany Renner loses after ex PJ Washington upgrades. So she ain't over her ex. I'm seeing like clips of her crashing out. But I would have to react to this. We gotta react to this together and see the whole downfall of Brittany Renner right now. You know, she brought it on herself. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
And also to my baby daddy PJ, I know you're gonna watch this because I know your dream is to stream. You wish you could stream instead of having to go to, never mind, practice. I don't think people talk about how like you really have a forever tie to somebody when you have a kid with them. My child's father who doesn't even want to pay for school supplies and can do for his other kids but doesn't want to do for our child because you're still mad at me. You're still mad at me because you really didn't want this to end.
I know
trying to get married to him?
No, I'm not trying to. I just told you.
Were you?
I was. I thought that was my guy.
Y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man. I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb. There was a lot that happened when I was pregnant. And when I found out, he told me to get the out of our house. The reason that you're even still married to that because y'all keep trying to prove a point to me. Okay? This barks and bites.
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl River, and I'm back again with another video about Brittany Renner.
River, you shady. God dang, Brittany Renner got on the internet looking crazy, dog. What is this? Like, she's stressed out over your boy, PJ Washington. And everything else because this is the downfall. She hit the wall. Been hit the wall. And when you do stuff wrong to people, you will age badly instead of gracefully. Just know that. Karma will be behind you every step of the way. She's catching the vapors too. Well, yeah, let's ride out. Let's see what River say here.
Okay, what we are witnessing right now is Brittany Renner's full-on crash out of regret.
I wake up every morning and I'm like, who do I want to be today? I understand what people say because it's been so hard rebuilding my life financially.
If we want to know what is the base of all these conversations, it is regret. Regret that things didn't go the way that she wanted it to go with PJ Washington. Regret that a new woman is now able to, get all of the things that she, wanted to get and receive from the relationship. It is regret. Okay, regret that she wasn't able to secure a bigger baller after said relationship ended. That is exactly what it is that we're witnessing. And if you guys are unaware of what I am talking about right now, Brittany Renner has been going viral pretty much every time that she puts herself on camera. Okay, she has been talking about Kevin Gates and the end of their relationship. She's talked about the fact that she, even though she literally converted 2 times for 2 separate different relationships.
Are you still Muslim? Or was that a phase? No, I actually got baptized in March. Now, I don't really follow any religion.
She talked about the fact that she don't take no man seriously.
Babe, it's not that nobody takes me seriously. I don't take these men seriously.
Now, on her latest bit, okay, she's talking about the fact that her ex basketball star PJ Washington and how he is a deadbeat father because he never bought school supplies for his child, although she's getting $6,000 per month in child support. We're just going to go ahead and dive into the conversation. And of course, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
I don't think people talk about how, like, you really have a forever tie to somebody when you have a kid with them. And it doesn't matter what y'all's relationship is.
I noticed the joy she has in her face when she talks about the, forever bond that you have with somebody. right? Like she almost is like lighting up about the fact that they are going to be connected for life because of the child that they have together.
I'm gonna be honest, there is no co-parenting because co-parenting would require two, harmonious, togetherness, a team, and it's not that with my child's father. After all that shit going back and forth with his wife.
Now, if you guys are unaware of what she's talking about when it comes to the back and forth, there was a video posted by Brittany Renner of her exchange when they were doing a child, drop-off pickup where PJ and his wife came to pick up their child from where Brittany Renner was. And basically, I mean, from what we saw, she made it very chaotic. It was very drama-filled. Her mama was cursing out the wife. It was a mess.
Every single time you come here and he's live, we're going to record that. And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
This is my thing. A lot of women don't realize. They claim, the dad isn't around because he wants to hurt me or whatever the case is.
Because I don't have help from my child's father who doesn't even want to pay for school supplies and can do for his other kids but doesn't want to do for our child because you're still mad at me.
But if you are continually contentious, okay, if you are continually coming on the internet bashing this man, you're causing conflict, you're talking about his wife, you're doing all these things, you are the one who is standing in between your child and his father's relationship. It's you that's the problem.
Exactly. I mean, she don't think that she's not the common denominator. It's really her. While she's living in her truth. And I hate when these broads say that crap. Because really, it's really their own delusion. And they don't want you to interrupt their own delusions that they feel about themselves. Brittany, you got a lot going on. And it is really bad. It's really bad out here for you. Like you putting this out on Jump Street on the internet, and everybody gonna be in your business because of what you put in on the internet. You can't fault nobody but yourself, because people gonna have something to say about you, like this video here and every other video that people talking about you. You can't blame nobody but yourself. You are the common denominator. And you need to hold that to your chest. But yeah, let's ride out.
Probably hates that I'm public with what's going on, but I mean, I'm not protecting him. So.
But we already know that Brittany Renner has a really hard time realizing that she can be the problem in anything that she's experiencing, right? Like when she talked about, the men that she's dated, she called them closeted. Like all the problem had to be on them.
Whether they're closeted, whether they hate their life, whether they're insecure, they can't really handle being with you, whatever their funky excuses for being lousy, it's just like, I don't gotta take that.
She talked about how she's dated rich men and regular men and she's got the same results every time.
Would you ever date a guy that's not famous? Baby, I already did that. I did not get a different outcome.
Wouldn't you be the common denominator in that?
My co-parenting situation is solo parenting with legal structure at best. That's just what it is. Like I just sent him a list for school supplies and he said the least you can do is get school supplies. It's like, that's like what I'm dealing with. When the thing is like, you don't have money for school supplies, babe. It's the fact that in our court-ordered agreement, anything school-related, he's supposed to cover.
Mind you, she gets $6,000.
Guys, I can't stress this enough. And I'm checking myself on this one too. You sleeping with these women, putting your dangling inside a woman, getting her pregnant is probably one of the most important things, the most important decisions of your life. Choose wisely. I can't stress that enough. Okay? So you won't end up like her, who's crashing out on the internet talking about you and what you're not doing for her. Because you moved on with somebody else. It's crazy in here. But yeah, let's ride out.
$6,000 per month for child support. Okay, $6,000 for a very small child. That is supposed to cover, that could more than cover, if that money is only for the child, that could more than cover a lot of the things that child would need.
Now, I know River know this, but they ain't for that child support ain't for the child, it's for her. She don't give a damn about that darn child. If she did, she will put more emphasis on taking care instead of being on the internet all the darn time. I guess you gotta pay bill somehow. doing the streaming thing, IRL, whatever she doing nowadays. You getting $6,000 a month in child support. You talking about he needs school spots? Well, you get them. What's wrong with you? What's wrong?
Right? But what a lot of these women do is they don't want to pick up their portion as well, right? So it's like, oh, well, your child needs lights, so they say, oh, you got to pay the light bill, oh, you got to pay internet, oh, you got to pay cable, you got to pay this, because that's how your child is going to, live. That's what they need. They need hot water, all this kind of stuff, forgetting that as a parent, they're also supposed to take up their responsibility as well on their own lifestyle and their own bills. But they don't do that.
It's like, I have double the responsibility, not really half the help. That's okay. God sees all.
Because they're there and they're the 24/7 parent, they make it seem like that is their contribution. And so everything else financially has to come from the other party, right? Which is crazy because obviously, logically speaking, we all know it would make sense for you to give your child to their father who is more well off 100% of the time while you get yourself together, and then you see your child here and there. But if she does that, she'll no longer get that $6,000.
I understand what people say because it's been so hard rebuilding my life financially.
She did one of her most recent streams where she was making this face and acting a little crazy. And in this stream, she started to do deflection, okay? When a lot of people are unhappy with the position that they're in, they start to deflect and they start to project their feelings onto other people, okay? She started off the conversation basically saying that she knows that PJ is watching her stream because he wished that he could be a streamer like her.
And also to my baby daddy, PJ, I know you're going to watch this because I know your dream is to stream. You wish you could stream instead of having to go to, never mind, practice.
Mind you, PJ just signed a contract to make $90 million. And she's saying that he wishes that he could be a streamer instead of having to go to practice every day.
But stop playing with me and stop playing with our son. On everything I love, babe, Fed's building the case. Okay? And you keep playing. Okay, that's why you're going to get traded. That's why no good is going to come to you.
Here we go again, right? And this is another thing that a lot of women do. She can't give the child to the father because then she won't have anything to talk about. Like she can't feed into a certain narrative or create a narrative if there's peace on that side or if the child is over there. So she has to keep the child, and then that way she has conflict that's going to keep arising so she can keep going viral talking about the same things.
You keep talking.
Agent of Chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Brittany Renner is a perfect example of what I talk about in my videos here when in regards to modern women that are consumed by the Garden of Insanity. You're seeing it firsthand right here. You're seeing it. This is a perfect example. Fellas, you don't want to deal with a woman like this. No, it's a headache. Let's ride out.
About the Lord, and you want to carry that Bible around as a prop? Boy, if you don't stop.
So I'm currently cleaning house, out with the old and with the new, manifesting a new wardrobe, inshallah. Let nothing that we've been through be in vain, and that whoever needs to hear whatever needs to be shared through us, through the wisdom that you've gifted us, please use us, speak through us.
No. Now, here's another thing. How do you know what he's doing? How are you so aware of what is going on? Okay, you living your life. You so unbothered. You don't care. You don't want that man. You so far removed from that situation and all of that. Why are you so invested on what he's doing and what he claims to be? Why do you care?
Is it you're okay with doing what you're doing to our son, and you got your other kids living a certain kind of way, and you think that, and people think that shit's funny? You think that got over? You think that's cool? You're a deadbeat, and I'm always gonna have my issues. Always gonna be with you.
Again, there's an easy solution to this. Give him full custody. If you want what's best for your child and you want your child to be afforded a certain type of lifestyle that you personally cannot provide them, why not give the child to the father? Why not? I think that's very logical. Why not give the child to his father?
It goes back to what you just said, River. There will be nothing to talk about. It would be nothing for her to talk about. She's just building stuff that's not even there. Brittany is building stuff that's probably not even there. You know, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors when the cameras are off, you know. But she ain't gonna have nothing to talk about because she's gonna have to face the reality that she's gonna be alone. And you got men in the past told her this. Like Kevin Samuels, for an example. He took it easy on her. He told her this in a nice way. Now you see in her in self-destruct. In self-destruction. Let's ride out.
Because then you can't call him a deadbeat.
Let's all settle up then. Because you be letting that the reason that you're even still married to that because y'all keep trying to prove a point to me. Because that's what it is.
Like, this is crazy. He got married to a woman, okay? And in a relationship with her, doing all the most, have children, all that kind of stuff to prove a point to his ex from yesteryear? Are you crazy? And I was wondering, I'm like, where's all this stuff coming from? Until I went onto the wife's social media. And I went onto the wife's social media, and you know what I saw? I saw that PJ got his wife's face tattooed on his back. Okay? I saw PJ's wife and him posted up in what I thought was a department store, only to find out that it was her bedroom closet. The fact that this woman is out here living the life that you wanted to live because you had him first, okay? You sat down and said that is the man who you wanted to marry.
You trying to get married to him?
No, I'm not trying to. I just
Well,
told
no,
you.
were you?
I was. I thought that was my guy.
Because she is getting all of the things that you are not getting, that's why you're really mad. Let's tell the truth. That's why you're really upset with what is going on. That's why, you know, all of this stuff that she's spewing, at the root of that is all regret. Dang, why didn't I play my cards right? Why didn't I figure this out? Why didn't we go to therapy? Why didn't I work on myself? Why didn't we try to figure out things? That's what it is. It don't matter what she say. Because women who are truly far removed from the situation don't even have the energy to keep talking about the same person. Because they're so over it.
So yeah, I'm going to be in Mississippi with my family who supports me. Because I don't have help from my child's father who doesn't even want to pay for school supplies and can do for his other kids but doesn't want to do for our child because you're still mad at me. You're still mad at me because you really didn't want this to end.
Mind you, when she did interviews before that, she said that he put her out.
Did the breakup actually happen soon after the baby, or was it kind of during the pregnancy?
There was a lot that happened when I was pregnant. And when I found out, he told me to get the out of our house when I was 7.5 months pregnant.
Now the conversation is that you left him.
You're still mad at me because you really didn't want this to end.
She also sat down and was talking about Kevin Gates all over again, talking about how he's so in love with her too.
Yeah, talking about some Kevin loved you. I don't care. He said, yeah, he did. And he still does. Because if I can inspire you to get up in the middle of the night and go write a 12-minute diss song about whatever I still got you. You're not as indifferent as you play.
I have to say this. For the women who are out there who really believe that you do no wrong and you're perfect and there's nothing that you have to work on, and you're the prize in every kind of situation, and if all the men who you have been in relationships with, if the relationships don't work out, it has to do with them and not have to do with you. I have to just be honest with you guys. This will be your reality. Bitterness.
Okay? This barks and bites.
Bitterness. Misery. You will be in spaces where you will victimize yourself and constantly have this kind of approach that again, you don't need to change anything, fix anything, move anything around. Everybody's so obsessed with you and in love with you and all of these things. You will have this mindset.
You're still mad at me because you really didn't want this to end.
And it will keep you in a space that you will keep doing this. Different guy, different tax bracket, different situation, same results, because the common denominator in that situation is you, and you have to be aware of the things that you need to change.
Would you ever date a guy that's not famous? Baby, I already did that. I did not get a different outcome.
Now, after all these clips started going viral on social media, a lot of women actually took to the comments and are seeing through the foolishness that she's spewing, right? Because she's doing this, part of it is like, oh yeah, we're all women against men, and so all these women will, be on my side and support me and hear me. But a lot of the women are like, girl, we know what this is. As you can see here, the first comment says, she's jealous of his wife and their kids. Next comment says, he doesn't neglect the child, he neglects her. It's her, not him. Next comment says, she keeps moving. Is he supposed to chase her around? She's in a new state every year. It's ridiculous. His job is based in Dallas. Next comment says, she gets child support money that should be able to get the kids school supplies. Next comment says, when he was co-parenting, she threatened to stop him from getting their son every time. Next comment says, I just don't understand, then what is the purpose of child support? Because you say he won't buy school supplies, yet you get child support. So shouldn't that go towards his school supplies? Because isn't the child support for your son's needs? So it really doesn't make any sense why she's complaining about him not buying school supplies. Next comment says, she's hella difficult. I wouldn't deal with her either. Next comment says, $66,000 a year tax-free and can't get school supplies with that. Next comment says, mind you, she's the one who started the back and forth and posted it. Next comment says, girl, stop it. School related would be extracurricular activities, sports, uniforms, etc. She can clearly cover school supplies with the money she already receives. Hashtag unnecessary behavior. If you can't afford school supplies, then maybe they need to readjust on who has full custody. We just got to keep it real. Because all that we're seeing this woman do is come to the internet and crash out on a consistent basis because she did not get what she wanted out of said equation. Bottom line. That's my opinion. Okay, I don't care what she say after that. I don't care what kind of excuses she make as to prove that she's not wrong and she's not bitter in this. That's all we could see is bitterness. It's all over you. Okay?
Y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man. I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb.
In her conversations, she always talks about her main priority being her son. But in all the conversations that we see, it always goes back to her and how she feels. In my personal opinion.
So yeah, I'm going to be in Mississippi with my family who supports me. I understand what people say because it's been so hard rebuilding my life financially.
Like there's literally, resolutions to all of her complaints, but would she be willing to do them? I don't believe so. This is what regret looks like. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button.
You see that, ladies and gentlemen? Now that is a case study. Shout out to River TV, man. She was on point. She was right on the money. No debate on that. No debate. Because like fellas, you can see when chicks do stuff like act a certain way, have a certain nasty character, that this will happen to them. You can see it coming a mile away. And don't feel sorry for them. It could be their own fault that they're in the predicament they're in. You don't even know the full story. So, before you take up and being on the woman's side, ask questions. Ask questions. Because, some men are so fast to take on the woman's side because what she's saying and giving sob stories and playing victimhood. No, you got to ask questions like, what did you do? But yeah, let me know in the comments down below, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I do a variety of videos here, and I'll see y'all next one. Peace.